Hello, hello, everybody. Welcome to Friday night. Yeah, it's a Friday. Message of love from above, wherever it is, whatever time it is. I'm sure it's all different for us anyway. But many blessings to you, and I'm excited to see what messages come through. I'm a bit giddy, so we're gonna have fun tonight. Um, my host is home, so she is resting upstairs. Glad to have her back. Her puppies were so happy to see her. Things are a little more normal, as normal as they can be, right? So before we get started, though, I do want to send love out to the world, and if you'd like to join me in doing so, I would love for you to do that. And so I'm going to take a big, deep breath and come back to right here, right now. And whether you're watching this live or on replay, we all can join together, allowing that big flow of love to come down into our own heart, fill us up, and flow out to the world, surrounding the planet in a big ball of beautiful love energy, touching every heart to vibrate higher and higher and higher, bringing unconditional love and peace in anywhere that is ready to receive and expand in that energy. And if you yourself are in need of unconditional love in this moment for your mind, your heart, your body, a loved one, a situation, a relationship, whatever it may be, we send this love to you as well, surrounding you in a giant bubble of love. For if there's a loved one involved, them as well, the situation flooded with this beautiful unconditional love energy, transforming it from something of fear to something of unconditional love. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. All right. Thank you so much for joining me and doing that and allowing me the space for that. I had this vision of walking down a hospital corridor and walking through some doors. So I'm not sure who that's for. But there's definitely beautiful, beautiful, bright light flow of energies. And I like that. Before we get into the readings, of course, I have to let everyone know about the giveaways because I love giving away things. So every Tuesday, I put out a video announcing what I'm giving away the following Monday. Here is the link to the video that I put out this last Tuesday for next Monday. And I'll be giving away two 30-minute personal recorded readings. And so I'm excited for that. If you're interested in getting into that, make sure to check out the video. Also, welcome to June. I can't believe we're over a week into June already. Every month I do put out videos for each individual zodiac sign. So that is the link to the playlist. And if you check it out, I actually have the list of all the planets and what each planet rules over, what part of our life. And so if you know your chart and you know, of course, which sign a planet is, you can go check that out and find out that piece of your life for June as well. So we can get a really cool picture of our lives. And if you don't know your birth chart, there's free websites out there like astro.com that give away free charts. So you can get that information if you so wish for free. All right. And then at least once a week, I put out a pick a card reading. And the one I put out this week was who's thinking about you right now? And what are they thinking about you? So it was really interesting. I thought that was pretty cool. So you can check that out. All right. And so I think that's all the announcements. Let me get my desktop all set up here and we'll get into the readings. If you are new to my channel or new to these readings, welcome, first of all. We have a wonderful soul family full of great senses of humor and huge hearts to match. So what a combo! And I'm so happy that we're all here together sharing this wonderful life adventure, right? Um, So the free readings, how they work is the chat is the list. There's no specialist. You just put your question out there. I go down in order, first come, first serve. And if you don't want to put your business out there, you can just ask for a general reading. If anyone makes a donation, I do prioritize those and honor that energy exchange. So I step outside the free readings, dive deeper into those, and then return back to the free readings and try to get through as many free readings as I can. Usually on for an hour and a half to 2 hours. I'm trying to balance. This has been a very busy week, so I have been trying to keep it to my 2 hour mark to not wear myself out. And what else? What else? Oh, to make a donation, you can use the super chat at the bottom or the pinned comment in the description box of the video does mention my Venmo, my Cash App, my Square, and PayPal. Yeah. And there's no set dollar amount, whatever you feel you're able to give. I know everyone's income varies from day to day, also person to person, country to country, planet to planet. So I don't look at that. It's just an energy exchange. So that is the way that it works. And yeah, I think that's everything. So we'll get into the readings. I don't have any donations yet, so we will start at the top here. I am using the round tarot. I love these. I got these last week, and I really love the energy of them. And then also the tarot of dreams and some other tarot. I mean, it's our oracle. All right, so Dijona, you are up first, and I did not get to your reading. I went to the hospital and we got discharged, brought her back. So I will try to do it tonight or tomorrow. I Tomorrow it's definitely on the priority list. So we do have to run to the doctor tomorrow in the morning. It'll probably be in later in the afternoon. All right. So let's see what spirit has for you here. Wow, look at two sixes coming in here. You've got the six, which is the lover's card, which is power of emotional choice. And you've got the six of pentacles, which the six of pentacles is about equal giving and receiving. So there is this very balanced feel that's coming in right now, and I just feel like I don't know why I'm feeling this home type of feeling. It just feels full. It feels calm, secure. It feels like a little child would feel when they just feel safe and that everything is stable around them. And it's interesting because that's not normally what I pick up from those, but there is this beautiful, beautiful energy that's coming in with those. So I feel like spirit is just saying, the lovers can be, it can be romance, but it can be any relationship, a close knit relationship. So it can be with family, it can be with friends, it can be with lovers or romance. It can also be with your higher self. So I just feel like there's this wonderful fullness of love. Like you just are stepping into this moment of feeling so much love that you just feel like you're in this love bubble. So whatever this is, I like it for you. And it's like spirit saying that it is possible. Um, and just to I feel like it really is part of this relationship, this best friend relationship that you have with your higher self and your spiritual posse that's coming in here. So that is what I feel is coming in right now for you, Dejona. So many blessings to you. I love feeling it. I'm glad I get to feel the emotions that Spirit is wanting to communicate because that feels lovely. All right, so that is what we have for you, Dijona. And Bree, you'll be my next free reading coming up, but I do have a couple donations, so I shall return to you. And Crow's Nest, thank you so much for your donations. And let's take a look here. Trying to decide between two people. I'm hearing the battling banjos starting in my head. So let's take a look here. We'll start off with Hugo, the Libra. How do they feel about you in their next actions? And anything else that the spirit wants you to know about them? Okay, just those two. Okay. So we'll start off with these two. All right. So they feel about you. I mean, we've got this death and rebirth, this ending and beginning kind of feeling around this. And we've also got the high priestess. High priestess, steps away, goes into her high temple, communicates with the heavens, goes behind the veil here into the hidden, dives deep into the unknown, up here, and they're very much about inward here. But the feelings about you, they have the Four of Wands, which is joy, celebration, can be gatherings, can be weddings, things like that. So there definitely is this brightness and this joy and this balanced energy when it comes to you. But it feels like they are kind of off in their, Libra mind and doing a lot of deep diving, trying to figure out what it is they want and what, unfolds. Yeah, we've got the Page of Pentacles. So they do have this, looking for, new opportunities with you coming in here. Yeah. So that makes sense, right? And then the Queen of Wands, which is again very intuitive. So I don't know if they have a very spiritual, metaphysical type of background or not. Are they a witch? Here's their black cat, but this is the connection to spirit, but they also are very seen, they get things done. They When they want something, then it moves very fast, right? They're able to get things done, but it's like they have to set their mind to it, and then it happens. So I feel like with them, like you're saying, they are interested. They are looking for this new opportunity. I feel like they're just waiting for whatever this rebirth is, the stuff that they're figuring out. They'll emerge from the high priestess temple, ready, 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 to move forward. And then it's like, look out, because then I feel like it just happens out of nowhere. Like they go from 0 to 100 miles an hour, right? You're just like, oh my gosh, you're giving me whiplash. I feel like they like vroom and then and you're like, you need to learn to drive this sports car because you're gonna break my neck. So that's what I feel like with that one. Let's take a look here at Corey, the Aries, and see what Spirit wants you to know about them. Okay, what else? Okay, we got those here. So we have, yeah, so we've got two and two. So we get the same number of cards for both of them here. All right. So the Libra is going through that innerness. Aries here, of course, with their Aries energy, they're ready. 10 of Cups, they're ready for this emotional fulfillment. They're leaving behind old ways of thinking, moving into new. So this feels like they really have their mindset on making movement here, moving from choppy waters to calmer waters. So, they're a very passionate individual with the 10 of Cups here, expressing their passions, expressing those things. So very much different than where the Libra is at right now. Mm, yeah, and where we had the Four of Wands in the middle, we've got the Empress card, which is new birth, sensuality, harvest, that type of thing. So it feels here the Aries, which makes sense with their wand fiery energy, is really looking for passion and intimacy more than the other who's looking for maybe more longer time type of commitment with that marriage card there. So the other is just very emotional, very ready for action and movement, right? All right. And we got two knights. So what is it? Are both of these like, fast? Get the slowest horse and the fastest horse, and it feels like their emotions, they flow and then they slow down in the outside world. So I almost feel like both of them are like, what is it with these? It feels like whiplash with both of them, right? It just feels like it moves forward and then it stops and then it moves forward and then it stops and you're like it feels like you're stuck in traffic with this one. The other one feels like whiplash, like they speed and slow down, but this one feels like more like stuck in traffic. It's like a slow movement. Yeah. So I'm like, uh, hmm, hmm. So, of course, um, yeah, yeah. So, and of course, when there's slow things happening, um, it is designed for us when things go slow for us to focus in on our own self love and raise our vibration and go that. But I feel like there's something more here. I feel like we're stuck with option A and B, but there's actually um, option C, which is neither A or B, and option D, which is someone other than A and B. Now we're getting into super multiple choice scenarios, but I want to pull here from the Lover's Oracle real quick here. Let's see what we have. Mhm. I love this butterfly here. Beautiful card. And this one says reflection, and we'll take a look here. It says, give each other some space at the moment. Trust and have faith that all will work out for the best. Yeah, but yeah, give each other some space. And the reflection comes in here. How are you um, being giving yourself whiplash, right? Because I feel like there's another individual. Let's see who they are here. You know, yeah. So again, it's someone who has movement, and this was like the Empress energy. This is the Queen of Pentacles, though. So this is like what we had with the Aries. This is what you had with the Libra, but you also have victory. You have this wonderful balance of energy between you and someone else, and where you feel seen by them, not forgotten. And I like it. This also is coming in here, letting us know that the reflection piece is when we have slowness going in with relationships. It's designed for us, this is our human and our higher self, to turn inward and upward to the love that we're really looking for. And then things move forward, here. And I feel like it's someone who brings the best of both worlds together for the two people that you're interested in. But I feel like the reflection card that you got and the slow movement and the touch and go happens so that you can raise your love vibration while you're not moving forward into a relationship. Because if you really went the into a relationship, it's kind of lower vibrational, and so it's going to end up being like, when we do what we've always done, we get what we've always gotten. And I feel like this is what we've drawn in, but you're changing, and that's why they're like spirit is going, they're like blocking them. They're just going boom boom, knocking them off, so they get interested, but spirit goes, no, no, not yet, because you're raising your love vibration, and then it's not going to be a match if they don't raise their love vibration. They're not a match for you, and they start drifting away. And I kind of feel like that's what's been going on anyway. That's like a lot of this drifting. But this other person that comes in is the best of both worlds at a higher vibration for you. So I would just let it go. I would just release your interest in these two. Since you're asking for advice, you did ask help. So Spirit is saying, let them go because we are blocking them anyway, because they're not the energy that is for your highest. and just turn inward and upward. Find this love on the inside that raises your love vibration and draws in someone. Option D, um, which you know what's a Libra plus an Aries together, right? Fire and air. So, but I feel like that's what Spirit is recommending here for you. Yeah. And then the Hermit card just came out. So, uh, kind of going inward and upward, connecting to your higher self, which is the star inside of the lantern, help guide you on your path, but it's not for forever. Just as you connect to that higher love, just transforms things. So I like it. I like it for you. Yeah, because these other ones, yes. 10 of Wands, a burden. You're ready to stop investing all that energy and let it go. And you get all that energy coming back to you instead. So I like it. What a relief, right? You have permission just to go, all right, I'm not going to invest energy in them anymore. And I'm going to focus in on me. And that's going to bring me in the next wonderful adventure for you. So that's what we have for you, Crow's Nest. So hopefully that helps. Many, many blessings to you. Appreciate your double donation there. And many blessings. You are very welcome. All right, Christy, thank you so much for your donation. And you had asked a question up above. Will you be employed by one of the two jobs you just applied for? Well, here we go. More choosing between two things. What's going on? Is the moon in Gemini today? I don't think so. Let's take a look here and see what we've got going on, Christy. All right. So 1 and 2 and 1 and 2. All right. So let's take a look here. So job number 1, whatever job number 1 is in your head. Wow, there's a lot of thinking about this job in there. Let me look at the number 2 here too. Wow. Okay. So job number 1, we've got both the king and the queen here of swords. So a lot of thinking, thinking, thinking. So it feels like a very mental job. um, but there's this, seeing things from a higher perspective, and with the Ace of Swords here, intuition and all this, and Four of Cups. I feel like this is a job. The number 1 is a job. Like, I feel like it's with this card, stuff you've done before. I don't feel like it's mentally challenging. It's like learning a new job. It's like we always learn how they do things, but after that, then it's just boredom. It just feels like it's, another trophy on the shelf of another type of same old type of job. I kind of feel coming in here. I don't feel like it would be fun. I feel like it's like a mental job that's the mind is choosing. It's like, well, this is good money, and it like checks boxes that the mind feels like this is the responsible thing to do, etc. But I feel like you'd bored with it. Um, the second job, whichever you'd feel would be number 2, and oh no, the devil. I like this card. Balanced energy, celebration, joy. Very bright card. So I'm already leaning towards number 2. Also, though, you have um, the Devil card, which is Capricorn Saturn energy. There is this shaking and rattling of the chains that you have around your neck, and I feel like there's this freedom that comes because this is, you do the work, you get the reward. And you have the Queen of Cups here too, which is, she not only co-rules over the water and emotions with the king, she's the master of water because she gets a second portion of water. So very much able to really deep dive. And I feel like the second one is more of a like more heart based. Obviously, this is emotions, where the other two were like double mind. This is letting go of thoughts and beliefs and mindsets and all those supposed tos and shoulds and need tos and have tos and must. And this is like following your heart. So I feel like you are gonna get offered, like, both jobs, and spirit is kind of saying, the first one, your mind would be happy, but your heart would be like, "I wanna live. Why are you making me? Why are you forcing me to go here?" And that, here's the heart pouting, "I don't get to do what I wanna do." 'Cause, I mean, look at you. Actually looks like he's pouting, arms crossed. Hmm, and, but the second one, it feels like your mind is set free and your heart really is full of joy and celebration. So I feel like you're going to get offered both, but spirit would, of course, have you live instead of exist, and we would choose number two. So that's what I feel is coming in. They're being very decisive. They're like, sometimes they're just like, "Oh, whatever you feel, and here's the energy." But so far, with both of you guys, with both Crow's Nest and you, they're like, "No, no, get that. This is the one. No, 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 no. That's enough." So they're very opinionated today, of course, for us, because they have our best interest always in mind, of course. So that's what's coming through, Christy. So many blessings to you, and you are very welcome. I'm glad you like the giddiness. I think I'm overly tired, which is great. It's very entertaining. All right. So I'm going to take some caffeinated tea here, though. All right. So, Bree, we are back to you. So you want to know, is O worth pursuing, or should you leave this connection behind? And if you may also ask, is Raj going to reach out to connect? All right. So we'll pull two cards. One will answer your first that question, and then this one will be the answer to your second. So is he worth pursuing? No. I tell you, they are being very punchy tonight. 10 of Swords. What a burden this O is. Say no to O. We've got the 10, endings and new beginnings. Too much. You invest all your energy. You've invested enough. You don't get a return for your energy. So they don't deserve it. Time to go. I like it. And then is Raj going to reach out? Yes, they will. Raj is going to reach out here. The magician is fire energy, movement, manifestation, action, action, action. So this would be a yes for Raj. So yeah, and it's endings and new beginnings because you got the 10 and the 1. So I like it. So O is out and Raj is in. Boom, boom, boom. Wow, so decisive, which is refreshing, right? They usually are all about the lessons and stuff, and they're like, "Oh, we're about the answers tonight." So let's get them in while we can, right? All right. I tell you, I feel so giddy. All right. So, Divine Feminine Chronicles, you'll be the next free reading up, but I do have a donation. Thank you so much, Always Victory, for your donation. You want a few cards about the theme Spirit wants you to write or speak about in your upcoming projects. Absolutely. Let's take a look here and see what we've got going on here. So, themes about upcoming projects. And I feel like we want a Path of the Soul oracle, which are fractal imaging. I call them spiritual ink blot tests because whatever you see in the card is a special message for you. And then we'll read from the card as well. So here you go. Here's your oracle. Look at that giant. Okay. You're supposed to see things, not me saying things. I'm like, but can you see the S right there? I'm just saying. Oh, and like also, it's like spelled the same way backwards and forwards, or 50, or the number 5, right? But I like it. But it is card number 24. I feel hyper. I am so sorry. So this is all about vibration, which says you are pure energy, and whatever you think, you feel, you say, and do has an effect on the entire planet. You do make a difference in this world. Use your energy wisely. And when this card appears, it asks you to be mindful of what it is that you are putting out there. You are an energetic powerhouse, and your influence on others is strong. Keep your intentions set on the highest good and use your ability to energetically uplift the energy of others. So, boom, there you go. That's your number. Well, there you go. They're definitely right there with you. And it's interesting. So, that was card number 24. It's on page 42. So, there's this mirror. There's a lot of mirroring going on here with all of that. But I love it. You do make a difference. When you're asking like the themes, things that energetically uplift the energy of others. That is the mission, is to transform the energy, knowing because that's kind of like a big thing that you've been working on the last few um, um, months too, is transforming what our energy, whatever we focus on, is what grows and expands, right? So it's allowing people to change their energy, change and transform it. You know, you got the Four of Wands, which is focusing on joy and celebration. And I feel like the themes are all about upliftingness and how to transform, um, their energies into things of gratitude and joy and laughter and celebration, but just how that they are, you know, powerhouses. It's like you're sharing your experiences, this whole mirroring thing going on here too, sharing your experiences of how you transform things and literally switch things upside down, right? From S to 5. It's like it's literally switching your life upside down. I mean, you have a calling, your higher self is calling you to this higher place. So the more you focus on your relationship with spirit, the more clarity and the more ideas also come through here. But part of all this is the pursuit of the higher realm, right? And I like this too. One of the themes here is the emperor, who is all about realizing the power. Again, like you had in your card, it said, you are a powerhouse. When we realize we all are emperors, we rule our own world. There's this great energy that comes through here, in that ultimately they are the ones that get to choose what they want to do. And it's Aries energy, so more of that wands power, energy that comes in with that as well. And then you also have the moon coming in here. And so the moon is about diving, into the unknown, bringing it to the surface, shining light in the darkness. And I feel like that's part of the theme that you have is being a bright light in people's dark times, allowing them how they can ignite their own light, through all of this too. So I feel like these are very important themes, and they're things that you have gone through yourself. Um, and it's providing ways for people to transform, you know turning the frown upside down, turning the down up without judgment, allowing them to go, we all experience this on purpose for a purpose, but when you're ready, the power's in your hands to shift gears and go to another on another adventure. Because the full card also wanted to be known here, which is about a life free of expectations, very bright, and a new adventure that's a breath of fresh air. So I feel like this is a big theme, that it's about, like it said, empowering people, and allowing them to raise their vibration, raise their energy, change their perspectives. This beautiful movement from a dark night into a bright adventure in the sun type of energy. So hopefully that resonates and makes sense there. But I just really feel with this, card that came out here, especially just Use your ability to energetically uplift the energy of others. Uplifting the energy of others feels like the theme. So that is what they have coming through for you, always victory. So hopefully that helps. And cool. I'm excited. I love it. I love it. I love it. So excellent, excellent, excellent. I'm very happy. Yeah. And you have the victory card. A lot of victory. So very successful. Awesome. I love it. I love it. I love it. All righty. And thank you for your donation. I really like that. Oh, love 1, 2, 3, 4. Let me see here. I'm gonna refresh my email. I don't know what's going on. Let's bring PayPal. I don't know what it is, but we're just gonna go with it. We're not gonna let it upset us. All right, I just need to remember my password. Oops. All right, it is loading up here, and we will get in there. All right, let me just there we go. All right, there it is, right there. Right, right. Because it happened to ES the other night too. Um, and sometimes it has sometimes I get others um and it's just intermittent. It's just weird. I don't know what's going on. Maybe they just get a lot because sometimes like during the week it works fine. Maybe it's just the weekends that it gets like super busy. PayPal's like busy all over the world, and so their server is having a mental breakdown or something. I don't know, but it is not just you. Yeah, so you're good, and thank you for your donation. I really appreciate that. And so let's take a look here and see what we have coming in here. So, question one. So, what we have like six. All right. Thank you so much. Thank you for your generous donation too. All right. So, uno question number one. All right. All right. So, how is their trip going to be? Let's take a look here. See how they're tripping. So, the brother, the brother, the brother. Okay. What else? Okay. So I feel like they're going to have a more balanced and slow paced um, trip, like their visit there. Because we've got the temperance card, which is slow paced and slowly unfolding, the tempering going back and forth. We have the Aries energy, so they are taking action and movement. I feel like they're taking more focused action this time around. The Emperor is about not listening to other people's expectations and thoughts and stuff. And I feel like they're spending a lot of time super focused on themselves. And I don't know if they're studying, but it just feels like, they're really buckling down here. Here they are, the Nine of Pentacles with the Spirit and the Hermit card, which is about, turning inward and focusing on themselves during this next visit. So I feel like they're less out there, you know, and they're more focused in here because in addition to all of that, we also have the Queen of Pentacles, which is Mother Nature, Mother Nurture, nurturing themselves, taking care of themselves. And, you know, there's this, rebirth, this abundant feeling around this, has sensuality too. But I feel like they're more buckled down. We have, and then the queen. So you have a couple queens here, which I don't feel like these are people, though. I feel like this is them stepping into this nurturing energy of themselves, because this Queen of Wands also is all about drive and ambition and getting things done and super focused. So I feel like I feel like they just the experience of being where they were going, they were just like, wow, 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 wow. Now they're going back and they're like putting their nose to the grind, if that makes sense. So that's what I feel is coming through there. For that one, right. And then question number two. This is about the first one. Let's see what they have going on here. All right. Yeah, here we go with that. The five, the fire energy. This is Aries energy, right? Emperor, boss. This is kind of boss energy. um just really not caring what people think, and the there's this energy they have that starts off conflicting, that always they calm down, right? Is this the frying pan man, the one who just always heats up and cools off, heats up and cools off, heats up and cools off? Because that's what I feel is going on here. And um I just feel like they are here. We've got the judgment card, which is double endings, double new beginnings, trying to see things from a higher perspective. I feel like they're trying to be more of a compassionate person, but that I feel like I just have to laugh at that. It's like they're just trying to be more compassionate, and we're like, no, try harder. I just feel like they wanna be nice, but I feel like they have anger management problems. Not like in an abusive way, but I just feel like they just so fiery that they just can't help it. They're just like, "Psh," and that's what happens. So, that's what's coming in for that one. And how they're viewing, you specifically, um, I just don't I just, you know, I feel like that's all of that I said is towards you too. I just feel like they're not viewing you specifically differently than the rest. I just feel like they lump everyone in together. They they're either mad at everyone or they're happy with everyone. I just don't feel like there's, because they're either in their fight or flight mode or they're in their love mode, and whichever one they're in, uh, it's like everyone, or everyone is like, did you ever see The Devil Wears Prada? That's one of my favorite scenes when she's coming up in the elevator and they're like, "Gird your loins," because everyone's like, "Oh my god, here they come," and usually they're, but it's like everyone's always wondering what kind of mood are they in. Okay, don't ask now; they're not in a good mood. Ask when they're in a good mood if you want something. It's kind of like that. And then question number three will be, let's see what is going on with this one. Okay, well, this one seems maybe a little more emotionally mature, with this emotional choice card coming in here. Um, very mothering, mother nature, mother nurture. So they kind of go into a mother role, and they try to look at things from a more emotionally stable. Yeah, because here's the Four of Cups, the emotional stability card. But they still have a little bit of conniving, a little bit of um, manipulation, a little bit of mistrust, kind of things that they do. Um, Not like really, really bad, but I just feel like because they've got these thoughts and beliefs and mindsets they have themselves about not trusting others, that there's just this, even though they're very emotionally mature, I just feel like they have like this need to be the center of someone's attention, and so they will create conflict. They'll just throw little things in and put people against each other sometimes, if that makes sense. So that's what I feel is kind of coming in with those there. I don't know, is that the spouse of the first one? That's the kind of energy I was feeling. All right. And then question number 4. Let's take a look and see what's going on with the man here. All right. Let's see what we have here. Oh my gosh. I just have to laugh because we've got here, you got the page of wands, the page of pentacles, the page of swords. This is all, the aces of all of these. They have all the ace ones in their hands, right? Because they have the ace of wands, the ace of pentacles, the ace of swords. This is all movement upward to another it's progression in passion, progression in the outside world, progression in thought here. And I like it um, because with the progression of thought here, this is they've been really, rattling their cage, letting go of thoughts and beliefs and mindsets that had made them feel trapped and restricted in the past. So they've been working on this. And so this is what's helping them, move up in there. Interesting, we didn't have the Ace of Cups anywhere here, which is like the love piece, but that's because we've got the Five of Cups. They are letting some of these old emotions go, which is good because they need to feel these. They're allowing themselves to feel the old pain and allowing those things to flow away because then here's the Two of Cups. This is the relationship, normally the Two of Cups card is the lover's relationship card. And so that's there for them, waiting for them, and they're just kind of saying their goodbyes to these old emotions, these old things. And I even feel like they're letting some old friendships go because I feel like they're the type of person that, has some um okay, yeah, has some of their was like friends with maybe an ex or two, and not exes that they were in long-term relationships with, but just ones that kind of fizzled out. And I feel like they are letting those go. Because that feels like they're letting some of that stuff go, and the pain go and the emotions go too. So I like that. All right. And then number 5. All right. Let's take a look here and we'll keep that to question private here. Let's see what's coming in here. All right. So I like this here. We've got the 7 of wands here, which is not being afraid of expressing their passion here, which I really like that. They've got peace of mind really around the energy here, which I like, which means, they cut away those fears and they're just at peace with expressing themselves there. And here's the romance. They just really it's not it's romantic energy, you know. It's the difference between, you know, having intimacy and, making um love instead. There's a difference between the two and you can feel the difference in it. And I like this here with the 9 of Pentacles. They're feeling at home with themselves here, with all of this too. I like it. It's a very comfortable feeling, um, and like comfort in expressing yourself, comfort and not holding back, um, but just allowing emotions to flow within it too, which always makes it so much better. So that's what's coming through there. And then number 6. Okay. So, looking to the future here, let's get some more details here. Job, August, job, August, doing the work, promoting. And the Eight of Pentacles is all about, you've been putting in the work, you've been doing everything um, around it and for it, and with improving your skills and learning stuff and taking on responsibilities and doing all the work. And the Eight of Pentacles always tells us that um, it's like when an apprentice does all the blood, the sweat, and the tears, they move up into the master, right? Yeah. Well, by August, yeah, because August was like the latest, right? But there's this um, you know, things can't stay the way they are in your job, and you have to move up or out. But I feel it's like the out, because we verified several times. Is it new? Is it new? Is it new? Yeah. Yeah, the justice card, the balancing of things coming in here. Um, letting go of the old to allow you to move into the new. Um, and let me see what else here. Yeah. The Eight of Wands, movement, 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 August. So it's definitely August at the latest. There's always the energy of wherever we focus. Yeah. Well, we have seven is it's the fruit. What's the last thing to grow on a fruit tree is the fruit. So you start to see things in July with the seven there, the Seven of Pentacles. And then yeah, then you have another eight, the strength card. So you definitely do you need another eight? I don't know if there's another eight in the deck. Let's see here. Okay. No, see, and it is the Three of Wands. So they are telling you it's a change of direction. You are definitely moving in a different direction. So yeah, 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 definitely this year. So I definitely, with all those, I don't know if we can get any more eights in there. So that's what's coming through. Um, as far as more details about the job itself, right, exactly. Yeah, it's Ace of Wands. So it gives you new drive, new ambition, it's new passion. It just feels very exciting. I just really, it just feels like this new adventure. Yeah, and the Temperance. They're saying be patient, be patient. It's worth the wait, with it coming in here. Um, oh, I'm dropping cards. Yeah, and you have the ending of a new cycle and the beginning of a new world. So, that's what happens there. That one went way under there. Okay. Yeah. And this normally doesn't mean this, but they have the seven, July, you're leaving, you're taking your knowledge and you're walking away from the old one into something new. So, yeah, it's definitely something that's just so much more. What are they using the word wheelhouse? It's something more in your wheelhouse, if that understands. If you're like, "Oh, okay, I get it, I get it." Yeah. The other eight. So they're just being hilarious now. They're like August, August, by August, by August, by August. Okay, really by August? Yes, by August. So there we go. That is what is coming in. All right. So thank you again, excuse me, for all your questions and donations there. I'm very excited for you. And refresh that real quick here because I did see, I think Florence, you said that you had sent one. Yeah. So let's jump in there. Yeah, I can definitely understand that, right? Okay. So, Florence, I did get your PayPal. So, thank you so much for your donation. And then, Patty, you'll be up after that. So, thank you guys for your donations. So, Florence, you are a Taurus. Okay. Okay. So, is it for your highest experience to invest in that with your friend? Let's take a look here. Let me just get some clarity here on that. Okay. Mm, I'm getting kind of a hold off with the temperance. This is slow things down um, here because um, we've what came out with this is like there's some movement of emotion that's happening here, and maybe there's an emotional um, impulse to buy something. Maybe I don't. I just feel like they're saying hold on because there's some movement here that's happening and because we've got the Ace of Wands, which is like a new passion, a new idea that's coming this way. Because here's the Five of Pentacles, this being out in the cold, feeling abandoned, left behind. There's this feeling of lack here, and there's just with the Moon card, there's some hidden and unknown things that you don't see, and that not everyone sees. And so there's just some stuff here that's like, um, I just feel like there's a holding pattern here with this here. The moon card really solidified it because that's why I wanted clarity. I'm like, well, I see the temperance, which is about patience, and it takes a long time for things to unfold. And they're just like this transformation of finances and different things. When the moon card comes out, it brought energy of hidden and unknown things, and that's why they're wanting to kinda have a hold on it because things are gonna be come to the surface. That's what this crawdad, or I think it's a crawdad, whatever this is crawling out from the deep. There's these things that are making themselves known, and you don't wanna pinch your butt, right? So there is this hiddenness. It's not your friend who's deceiving. I want to make that clear. I feel like there's something else going on that as far as like if it's a specific place you're looking at right now, because I do see here there's going to be a new opportunity that comes up with a different home. The Four Pentacles for me is the outside world with four walls. So this is telling me there's a different home, and then I feel like you'll trust your gut. I feel like you will know. The Queen of Cups is very intuitive, picks up things very well. And I feel like you kind of know that there's something going on, maybe with, a current place that you guys may be looking at. I feel like it's time just to wait, give it a little bit, and things again come to the surface, and it allows you to see things more so. Maybe so on the bottom, like this is the unseen. Maybe someplace gets hit by lightning. Maybe someplace gets hit by lightning and you get a really good deal on it, a fixer upper. I'm just kidding, but I just feel like there's some unforeseen things, and they're kind of saying just hold off. New opportunities will show their way in a little while, but for now, they're saying hold off. And I feel like you'll know in your heart when it's okay to go forward because you'll feel like comfortable with it. I don't feel like you're comfortable with it right now, and it's because your spidey sense is going off, going, I don't really feel like we should be doing this right now. So, definitely it's supported by spirit to hold off on it, is what I feel is coming through. So that is what they have for you, Florence. So, hopefully that resonates for you and many, many blessings to you. All right. And again, thank you so much for your donation. You are very welcome. All right. So, Patty, you are up next. And thank you so much for your donation. And I don't know if you checked out last Monday, June 5th's giveaways, but you actually were one of the winners for being a donor for a 30-minute personal recorded reading. So be sure to check out that giveaway video that came out last Monday on how you can claim your prize. All right. So that said, thank you for your additional donation here. And how does your financial future look like in the next 2 years? All right. Let's see what Spirit wants you to know about your financial situation here. All right. So, year one, we've got a wonderful movement of thought and belief and mindset that really brings in this Empress abundance, harvest, new birth here. So, I feel like this is year number one, and you have this movement. You are changing the way you're looking at things. You're letting go some old fears around finances. And I feel like you're transforming what you focus on, and as you're clearing away more and more fears around finances and focusing on like gratitude and things like that, seeing things from a higher perspective, you definitely year one you end up having this abundant feeling here, this new birth regarding your finances here. Year number two, yeah, it continues here. A little I feel like year number 1 maybe goes much more fast because you have the Knight of Pentacles, which is the pursuit of worth, but it's the slowest moving knight. But you still have an abundant year because the 6 of Pentacles. I mean, you got pentacles. This is like you have enough that you're able to give to other people as well. You can see how they're so balanced. And they have extra that they're giving some to other people too. So you definitely have a successful second year. Yeah. And overall, I pulled two more cards. And I mean, you've got abundance, you've got stars in the sky, you've got abundance, wish come true cards. Very solid, beautiful, victorious types of cards around finance coming in. And so, the biggest thing that we do around finance and looking at things. The Six of Pentacles talks to us here too about, and I think we maybe have talked about this before. If I have, my apologies, but the Six of Pentacles also has this, especially when we look at the Leo card here in the inner child. The inner child is who rules over our finance and love. And so if we ever feel like we have a block with finances and we feel like there's like some sort of forest field keeping love and finances from coming in, well, it's going to be our inner child at the controls there. Because what happens when our little inner child is 7 years old or younger, that's when it develops it that the scale of giving and receiving, of reciprocation, right? And it's formulated usually with whoever is so important to us when we're younger that we want so much love and attention from, which parents are usually a good usual suspect, right? But we give so much to them trying to get attention, and we feel like we get so little back. So we have this out of balance giving and receiving where we feel we have to give 1,000 love coins to get one love coin back. And we as children don't know any better. We're like, "Well, it seems good," and it seeps down and goes into our subconscious with our little child self, and they're keeping hatch marks for that 1,000 coins, and once we've given 1,000 coins, it brings down the force field, allows some abundance come in temporarily, but we're back to 0, so, they go back up, and they start going back trying to get up to 1,000 again, right? Which is very out of balance. But the good news is that with that Six of Pentacles, you can bring that out of balance belief into your conscious mind and think about, who is it that I felt I had to overgive to when I was younger, 7 years old and younger, to, get some attention back. once you identify it, it could be parents, it could be grandparents, siblings, other relatives, teachers, coaches, whoever, but you'll suddenly go, I know who it is. Ding, ding, ding. And a little edit button appears with 1,000, and you can go in there and delete those zeros to bring it down from 1 to 1,000 to 1 to 100 to 1 to 10 to 1 to 1. So click the little save button. That goes down there, and then our little inner child self goes, "Oh, look, it's 1 to 1." And it goes, "We've got plenty." Ding, ding, ding. And all those force fields come down. That's where we allow abundance flows in more easily. Love flows in more easily as well. So that's what's coming in for you, Patty. So hopefully that resonates and makes sense. And again, thank you so much for your donation. And I look forward to your email for your free 30-minute personal recorded reading. All right. So many blessings to you. And James, thank you so much for your donation. And you want to do we see Patty and you dating this summer? All right. Let's take a look here. See what spirit shows here for the summer. All right. All right. I do see that you guys have a busy summer because you do. I like that you guys start off slow because I like that you're both here. The 9 is the hermit's journey, spending time in your own garden with spirit, with yourself, really looking and transforming your worth in relationship, how you look at your worth in relation to the outside world. So I like this. There's not this defining yourself by relationships and things like that, because there is this movement, and I like it. There is faster movement that happens too, passion movement, so definitely that's the fastest moving night out of them all. And that's why I like that you guys start off slow, but I feel like things really speed up as you get further in the summer there. um, Part of the process here is letting go here, because we've got our old heartaches, right? The 3 of swords for me is the expectations card. Expectations equal disappointment. This is what we had so many supposed to, shoulds, need to's, have to's, musts that we expect of others to do in a relationship, and what we are supposed to do in a relationship. And when we even we have like a title of dating, suddenly there's these expectations that pop up. It's human nature, but we have the ace of swords here in the page here, which allows us to cut away more thoughts and beliefs and mindsets, which is about a free flowingness, and not a lot of expectations, because when we have so many, it just sucks the life out of the sail, the wind out of the sail of a relationship. If it's a flame, putting something on top, it just doesn't allow the oxygen in, it just poops, suffocates the flame, right? And so trying to keep us away from as many expectations as possible is such an important piece of this. I feel like July is a very important month. I know this doesn't look like, what is this? Here's 7 of wands. This person feels like they're up on a hill, and there's people that don't like that you guys are happy. And these would be like the friends that are single. Like, why do you get to date someone? Come back down here and be miserable with the rest of us, and you don't have to be defensive. You just get to enjoy it. And you don't have to listen to everyone's, things that are going on and things that people are saying, and, that type of thing as well. So, I really like that. That energy that's coming in there. And let me just take a look here and see what else we got going on here. Okay. So I just needed to check my texting here because my host is back upstairs and told her, "Text me if she's needs anything," because she's just home from the hospital, but it wasn't her. So I'm like, "Okay, whew, so we are good." So I like this for you, James. Let me take a look here and see what else we've got here. Okay. Okay. So I like the Aries energy. This is the starting of things, balanced, a solid four. This is a four of the major arcana being the Emperor. And so there is this solidity in it. So I like it. I just like the taking it slow and looking and reviewing things. Don't do things like you guys have always done them before. Because you have this wonderful um, joy, celebration, and emotion overflowing. So I definitely feel like this would be a yes dating. I feel like that was a given when I've been saying all this, but just to make absolutely clear, yes, I do see you dating. I see it starting off slow and purposely, and leaving behind expectations that no longer serve, and not worrying about other people, what they are thinking too, because the Emperor card also reiterates that with these two, needing to defend yourself, but the Emperor doesn't listen to everyone else's opinions and blah, blah, blah either, um, and moves forward with what they feel that they want to do. They listen to people's opinions and advice, but ultimately the king then clears the throne room, the Emperor clears the throne room and decides for themselves what they want, and I like that. So I do see very positive signs and possibilities of dating with all this energy coming in here. Um, so that is what's coming in for you right now, and I like that, James. So thank you again for your donation, and I'm excited for your adventure and your journey coming in there. All right. Yeah. Now the PayPal, emails came in from what, an hour ago? All right. So those came in. All right, and Spring, thank you so much for your donation coming in. Good to see you. And you'd like some insight from Spirit tonight. All right. Let's take a look here and see what they have here for you. All right. Obviously, those cards came flying out here. So you get these two and these two. That one. And I feel like we're going to get some gentle creature wisdom from the Gentle Creature Wisdom Oracle. Let's see what we got here. Oh, nurture. Look at that. Beautiful, beautiful artwork. Let's see what that brings in first. Then we'll take a look at your tarot here. And it says, when you hold something precious in the palm of your hand, there is a feeling that almost overwhelms. You want to nurture it. You want to provide it with safety and security, with the knowledge that it is unique in this world. Our own hearts are like this. Our creature that was in this picture is wrapped in the embrace of their own arms. They know that the most valuable thing in their lives is themselves. So the energy reflected here is that marvelous act of caring for ourselves as if we were truly marvelous, for we are truly marvelous. I like that word. We're going to bring that back. Marvelous. We deserve this energy as much as anyone else. And the more we cherish ourselves, the more we can nurture others. But when we allow ourselves to be wrung dry, the only thing we can offer is a brittleness of spirit. When is the last time you put effort into nurturing your own soul as though it were the most precious gift? Ooh, I like it. I like it. Let's see how many Mother Nature, Mother Nurture cards we have here. None so far. All right. Well, I like this, though. 'Cause we do, we have, like, letting these old expectations and heartaches and heartbreaks and these things from the past, there's this new passion, this new drive, this new energy that's coming in because I feel like you are pulling swords out of your heart, old beliefs around who you are and what you're capable of and what you deserve. It's just been cutting it away, and here comes this heightened energy, this heightened spiritual energy. So, of course, you've done a ton of shadow work. I just feel like over this last year, you've done so much more that, and I know how that is. I mean, last year was a year I read so many books, like, um, um, so many books. I'm like, what were the names of them? I have them over here. Tapping into Wealth by Margaret Lynch, which was all about getting into connection with our beliefs around wealth, and The Presence Process by Michael Brown. Because I'd done a ton of the shadow work, but these were just like, oh my gosh, so in tune with your inner child. And I feel like that's a lot of what's happening here, because you do have your Six of Cups here, which I feel is like really this communication with your inner child, transforming so many emotions, realizing so many things that people said or did growing up, that it was like, it wasn't about you. I love the forgiveness of things. um and I think I mentioned this maybe last night or this morning, but it was like they talk about choosing to no longer be a vessel of pain because of other people's words and other people's actions. And it's like you forgive the person, not the actions, but you forgive the person so you can pour out all the pain, and then you're left this vessel that can be filled with love. And I like that, and it feels like that's what's happening here, is like, there's this transformation of emotions from the past and really getting in tune with your inner child here. Because here is the full card, which is our soul and our human, starting a whole new adventure, free of so many expectations and thoughts and beliefs and mindsets from the past, which is, allows us to go on this new journey. Just, it's like, I don't know if you're Lord of the Rings fan, but it's like, Bilbo Baggins, and I think it was Bilbo, but they're like, they get to the edge, and I've never been this far out of the Shire, and they're like, let's start this new adventure, and without a whole lot of restrictions, and just going to go on this adventure, right? And that's what I feel like is, you're headed into here, with this freedom, with this transformation, with pouring out more and more of the pain, and you're letting so much of the burden go here with the 10 of sword I mean wands, which feels like so much, right? Carrying so much, and it's an ending and a new beginning, a rebirth. I mean, you literally have the page getting down to going, you know what, I'm dumping all this energy here. Actually, I was about to dump the card, all that energy, and I'm selecting this one thing that I'm focusing my energy on, instead of focusing on 10 things that aren't bringing, 9 of them are not bringing us any bang for the buck. We're getting it down to the one, and we're focusing on it, and we're allowing ourselves to move forward with it. So I like this. I like this focusing of energy, this release of energy, and all this energy comes back to you, and you don't need to invest it within those anymore. So I like that. I mean, you actually ended up getting they came back out again, just to emphasize, yes, one thing, and you have been having this movement of thought and belief and mindset, which is the Knight of Swords. So there is definitely movement that's happening here. Wands energy is movement, movement, action, action, but you're able to do it because you're cutting off uh, relationships, projects, situations, whatever, of energy that it's not bringing you, it's not um, aligning with your north, your true north on your compass. So that's what that 10 of Wands is telling you to do, is like just reevaluate. some of the things that might feel important, um, or urgent are not really important, is what they say, right? Um, yeah. And you got the King of Wands too, which is this, entrepreneur, focusing your energy. You're protected by the salamander from risk. So, you're just able to move forward. You're able to, the Ace of Wands again, really focus the energy. So that is what's coming through right now. So hopefully that gives you the guidance that you were looking for from spirit tonight. And I do like that. All right. And just thank everyone also for all the thumbs up that you've been giving the video. It does help spread the Zen love. So thank you guys for those of you who did that. You're part of the love tsunami. So thank you so much for that. All righty. And again, thank you for your donation, Spring. Good to see you. And I think that is all my donations right now. Takes the bestest to know the bestest, right? Okay. So we had left off with Divine Feminine Chronicles. So let's take a look here. I am doing well. I hope you're doing well and you'd like a general reading. So let's see what we have here. Yeah, look at this. So you've got this energy coming in here around this opportunity that's coming the way here. So new opportunity opening up in the outside world, a lot of energy towards it, and a lot of guidance I feel from spirit too. The Eight of Wands can be like this, messages from spirit in the outside world. Also, like mental ideas popping into your head, emotional messages. So pay real close attention to synchronicities because you are getting a lot of messages from spirit to help you with this new opportunity that is coming your way here. So you definitely have this positive event coming in the outside world with a lot of a lot of neon lights pointing, all these. It's like they're showing me an old, probably Bugs Bunny or something where there's all these big bright lights and all these arrows pointing to something. They'll go, I wonder which way I'm supposed to go. And there's like all this stuff. And I like it because we like clarity, right? So I feel like that is coming in for you right now. And that's what they have for you, Divine Feminine Chronicles. So many blessings to you. All right. Okay, we took care of that, Christy. So Butterfly A, you will be up next here, and I believe no, it actually the email did come through. The old ones came through, um, from what an hour ago, but yours just came through. So whatever's working is what's working there. So here it is. So thank you for your additional donation. Love 1, 2, 3, 4. And let's take a look here. So number one. All right. I know. See, that's what makes it so wonderful when things work out the way like we think they're supposed to. When they don't, we appreciate it when they do. So question number one, I feel like it's a yes, because here is the 10 of Pentacles, which is about family and home and abundance and all of that they're here. So we've got that. And then we have the Emperor, which I feel like is a chair, a seat, the throne. So both of these I would feel like for this, for number one, I feel like this would be a yes, um, that it is. I'm there because of this energy that's here. All right. And then, of course, with any medical questions, I always have to say, you're like, thank God. Yeah, Felicia, you can change your question. You can just pop your new one down here if you want. Um, and then I'll scroll down. I'll still keep you in order. Don't delete your other one. Just let it stay up there. Just put your new one down here. um, So anyway, with any medical questions, I just always have to say, I'm not licensed professional, lawyer, doctor, counselor. So for any questions, tarot is designed as entertainment purposes. So seek professional assistance, and everyone's ultimately makes their own decisions in their lives. So disclaimer said. All right. So let's see here. Number two, what does spirit have for you here? Okay. I feel like it will in time. The temperance is like back and forth and back and forth. I just feel like it would take a long time. I feel like there's new information though available, and trust your intuition and gut. I feel like there needs to be some more research done because she goes behind the veil into the hidden, and the Ace of Swords here is connecting to the higher realms, seeing things from a different perspective, more knowledge. So I feel like, it would take a while though, um, and maybe seek other information is what I feel coming in with that. So hopefully that helps. And that's what they have for you. So many blessings to you. And thank you for your additional donation. I'm so glad PayPal seems to be working right now. Knock on wood. Let's take a look here since those were fast answers. Whoa. Didn't click on anything, did I? Oh, yeah. Okay. you know, with the combination of these coming in here, it's like, "Yeah, you want a yes or no?" And we're like, "Well, it does, but there's some I feel like hidden side effects." Or there's something like it helps, but there's this deceptive thing around that. So I feel like if it does it short term, but it doesn't do really what it's, you know, I just if this deception card there just doesn't feel like, you know, does something fast, but then there's repercussions or side effects or something there. So I don't really necessarily feel good about that one either. All right. Hey, intuitive enlightenment. Hello, hello. All right. So that's what they have for you. Deception. Yeah, deception. Such a word. Or, false advertising. um because the seven of swords is the thievery or it's deceiver card. So that's deception. It's just it's not all it's cracked up to be. False advertising. But anyway, that's what's coming through. So again, thank you for your donation there. All right. And we are to Butterfly A. So, general reading, absolutely. Let's take a look here and see what we have here. All right. Well, it looks like you're changing directions here. I feel like whether this is relationship or job, whatever this dissatisfaction is, I mean, look how bored they are out of their gourd here. Whatever you've been having before, it's just like, I just not into it. And you're looking for something that's bringing you more passion and more interest into life here. And here's the three of wands. You're like, you know what? Well, the direction I was heading isn't bringing me what I want. And so you are looking for this change of direction and movement. You're taking an off ramp and taking a different freeway towards things here. And it's supported here because, Spirit does have here that this is Spirit offering you something more that's more in alignment with your higher heart that will bring your heart satisfaction and make your heart sing rather than having a bored heart. So that's what's coming in, butterfly. So many, many blessings to you. That's what they have for you right now. All right. We'll continue moving down the list here. Yeah, Bree. Oh yeah, I did. Yeah, I did. I had yeah, I remember. I think I did it in the I think probably the very beginning, 'cause, they were very sassy. I remember "No" to "Oh" and "Yes" to Raj. I remember those because they were being extra sassy. I think it was at the very beginning. I think it was before I started on any donations, I believe. All right. So double, triple, quadruple X is the person in your life right now, your life partner, or is there someone else? All right, let's take a look here. See what spirit has to say. I feel like that's going to be someone else because you've got two major arcana here, and the Hierophant is this invitation to really dive deep into your heart to find out who you truly want to be, like your capital T truths of who you want to be and what you truly want. And the wishing upon a star here, it's like there's this clarity that you're getting here around what your dream come true is. And I feel like the person that you're with is more fitting like what your mind was telling you you're supposed to be. And, that, I mean, there was attraction and there's the heart, but your mind has a lot to do with like, well, this is what a good life partner should be according to what these beliefs. But I feel like your heart is going, but I have other things to say. And so that's when you're going inward and upward and connecting to your high heart with that hierophant. You're really discovering who it is and what it is you truly want to be, and who you truly would like to be with. And I feel like it's someone else. I feel like you've outgrown this relationship, that it was great for where you were in your life, but, we often talk about caterpillars turning into butterflies, but the caterpillar mate that we were with was like, "Oh, no, I don't wanna become a butterfly. I don't wanna go in that cocoon. I didn't go." And you're like, "But we were both gonna go into these cocoons and come out butterflies and go do things, but you didn't, and I did, and now I'm a butterfly, and I'm not gonna carry you." You don't see a butterfly fluttering around carrying a caterpillar. So, I feel like you're outgrowing that and that you'll end up, um I think it does naturally kind of just kind of drift apart and be like, "Okay, you know, we've had a good run and um, I think we're over." And they're like, "Yeah, I think we are too." It's not gonna be like a "I hate you" kind of thing. I just feel like you guys grow apart and you realize you want different things. So I like it for you for the future. So that's what's coming in for you, double, triple, quadruple X. And don't forget your free reading. I'll look forward to receiving that from you. All right. So many blessings to you. All right. Yeah. And if you can't find it, Bree, after I'm done, if you can't find it, just comment on the video that you couldn't find it, because I'll get an email with your comment, and then I'll find it for you. Sometimes it's easier for me to find because I know kind of how the readings went because I did them all. But thanks for listening to the whole thing. Like you listened to the beginning, like, oh, it's right there. Oh my god. But it was fast. I think it was pretty fast because you got two cards. Anyway, Anya Huya, you're up next. So, what will happen between you and the J, the Aquarius, in the future? Let's take a look here. See what Spirit wants you to know. Well, I see you here with the Nine of Pentacles, which the nine is the hermit's journey. You're in the garden all by yourself with Spirit, feeling full and whole and complete, though. I mean, look at she's finally dressed and she's got all this abundance and this feeling of fullness. And then here's the Page of Swords, which is the new. I mean, it's air and energy, which would be Aquarius energy, but it's about seeing things from a higher perspective and cutting away old thoughts, old beliefs, and old mindsets. And I just feel like I don't know. I kind of feel here on you that they just are so much in their head all the time that you end up. being okay being alone, and then you're like, "I want something else." I just don't feel like I don't see a strong future there with you. I feel like you're the one who changes your mind, you start saying things differently, especially as you gain more and more, um like this heightened awareness of your worth in relationship to the outside world. Like your self love is skyrocketing, your self worth is skyrocketing, where you're like, I don't need to wait around for this. So I feel like you actually are you kind of outgrow it, and you're just like, I don't need to hang around, wait by the phone, wait for anyone. I deserve more, and I feel like you live more with that. So that's what's coming in on you right now for you. So many blessings to you. Sure, Barry, you can make donations. Absolutely. You can use the super chat at the bottom, or if you look in the pinned comment, I also have my Venmo, my Cash App, my Square, and my PayPal, whatever is convenient for you. All righty. So, Cheery, you would like some guidance? Let's see here and see what is coming in right now. Oh, okay. Not a surprise. You have your higher self calling you to this higher place, higher and higher. There is some endings and beginnings that have been happening and will continue to happen. Nothing that you're not ready to let go of. I just feel like you are in this wonderful free flow of, all right, bye. Things leave, people leave, and you're like, all right, because you're really stepping into your power here with the magician. When you got double endings with two X's and a huge beginning with the magician, and these are significant, both being major arcana too. So I feel like these have been going on for a while, but the magician card does tell you that you're stepping into your power with your Ace of Wands. You're focusing on what you do want to grow and expand, not focus on what you feel is missing, because we tell the universe what we want by where we are focusing our energy in each moment. And you got everything you need here on the table. So equipped to just move forward and take action. It's divine masculine energy. Like the high priestess is divine feminine, which is like we become a chalice and we ask the universe. It's like there's nothing that we can do in a situation. So we ask, going, I can't, there's nothing I can do. Can you help me, please? And we wait and we're filled, spirit brings it. Not divine masculine energy. That magician is like, go forward. You have so much that you're capable of doing. Action, movement, fire. So that is what, Spirit is saying, is that, again, here on the bottom, even, you have the Ace of Wands, which is like what the magician is holding. Action, action, movement, movement. You have so much that you can do. Waiting for something to come to you? Mm-mm, it's you. You have so much capacity and capability to do and move. Movement, move it, move it, move it. You got to move it, right? That's your theme song for a few weeks, is you get to move it, movement, and put things into action. So that is what's coming through for you, Cheery, right now. So many blessings to you. Right. And Felicia, Fang, you are up next. And I know you changed your question down below. So we'll scroll down there. And I know I saw, there it is. So yeah, and I did get your email, love1234. It came through again. Wow. So we'll jump to that next. So how will it be going for you with the two jobs that you applied for yesterday? All right, let's take a look here. So this is job one, job two. So job one seems like it's going to take a while to get an answer from them. I feel like they're kind of slow moving. Oh, and then job number two, Shazam! It's Wands energy, Ace of Wands, fast movement, passion. So I feel like number two, you're going to get like fast action, fast response on. The first one, I feel like you will get a response from them, but I feel like it's their process is very, very slow. It reminds me of the job I used to work at. right? Intuitive enlightenment. If you've ever gone through where it's like you get one interview and then you get another interview and then you have to take a test and then they have to do a background check and it's like a month and a half later and you're just like, I feel like I've been through counseling because of all the questions and everything. And they're like, we'd like to offer you a job starting in a month. You're like, oh my God. That's the first one. Um, you know, I feel like it's gonna take a long time, and there's nothing wrong with accepting the one that you do. Yeah, you've got the power of choice coming in here, so, um, there's this victory movement. I feel like they're saying move on it. Move on the one that offers it to you because you get to make a choice later and see what they have to offer. If you're liking what you're doing and the offer isn't that much more, you're like, no, that's all right. You snooze, you lose. You could have had me, but now you are a loser because I found the job that I want. So that's what's coming in there. So that's what they have for you, Felicia. So many blessings to you. I like it. All right. So, Dollface Diva, you will be my next free reading coming up here, but I do. Yeah, it was there. I remember pulling the two cards because the first one was like no for O because that's what they said. No on O. That I think it was even the 10 of wands. You invest energy, 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 and then I believe, for the second person, I think you had, like, the magician. Wow, I can't believe I remembered this if this is true. But the magician, I know it was an action, like, they will contact you in movement. So, it was no on O and yes on the second one. But I'll find it. Just make sure to comment, because I'm in the middle of these readings, and I will follow up and I'll reply to you with the timestamp on it, okay? Alright, so Love 1234. Thank you for your additional donation. You're so sweet. Because you've got like some free readings coming your way. I know you're saving them up for this great occasion coming up, and I'm excited. Anticipating a wonderful reading. So there's no pressure. I just am excited. All right. So, okay. So let's take a look here on number one here. You don't have to. Or, because you won 2 30-minute ones, so you can send one for one and save one for later too. Um, so you can do that. Options, you've got options. I like it. All right, so for question number 1, um wow. There are a lot of false advertising out there, right? So this one doesn't seem like it will help either there. You know, Um, what will here? Magic. We got the magician. I feel like there is this um it feels like magic, it's a new way of looking at things. I almost feel like there's something to do with I don't know if you've checked with I know it's not magic, but it's like an herbalist. Because so much can do with our digestion and our gut. And sometimes it's like when the gut is out of alignment, it impacts different things in our bodies, which is interesting, right? I just feel like it just feels like there's this, you know, herbs hanging here, and they just really were standing out, and I just felt like there's, kind of looking like that, um, type of thing. Oh my god. Oh my god, what? Don't scare me. Don't scare me. But I just feel like, that is what they're encouraging you to look into here. So, hope maybe that's resonating. Um, all right. So I feel like that's yeah, yeah. Oh, you're like, "Oh my god," all this stuff. But I feel like, but, that there is our since you mentioned it publicly here, so the skin, it reflects our gut, a lot, and so, there's so much that can be transformed with the changing of, um the kind of bacterias that are in our gut, and there's so much that it impacts in our bodies. They even are finding out that our gut, that they even impacts our minds, and there's like all this intelligence, like brain cells, kind of things in our stomach, which is interesting. So yeah, definitely check maybe into like a nutrition, not a nutritionist, but like an herbalist, whatever they call it, an apothecary. Like they'll do that, or like Chinese, they have like Chinese herbs and stuff. I feel like that is will be helpful. Um, so that was the answer to that one there. All right, and then your second question. What did they want to say to you that's acceptable for YouTube? Bada bing, bada boom. Oh my gosh. All right. Yeah, well, so we've got this barrier here, but we've got we've got the joy celebration marriage card here. And we've got this, Eight of Wands is like this block, right? There's this block from them going through here to this, but I feel like they would want to tell you that this is on their mind and they can see that, but that they have these barriers that they need to get through first. I really feel that. Because again, we've got this pretty much this the 10 of Pentacles is here's together, family, the dog, the house, the money. But we've got the 5 of Wands, again, more Wands energy, right? There's just some conflict and some stuff that they need to transform regarding it. And we know all the stuff they're dealing with from the past and in those situations. And so, this is the stuff that they don't tell you because they don't want to, you know you don't wanna tell someone something when you're not ready for it yet. Going, "I really want this, but it's gonna be a while." And you're like, "Ugh, why did you tell me?" But then you're like, "But I want you to tell me, but now it's frustrating for me because now I know you want to, but you wanna wait, but now you don't wanna say it." You know how it goes. And then, they've got here this, the Queen of Cups, which is they're very intuitive and very empathic, very deep emotional, connection, and connection to the spirit too. I wonder if they, haven't have you guys talked about, like, astrology or metaphysics or any kind of spirituality? Because I almost feel like there's something about them that they have some unique beliefs around spirituality, and that they might not have admitted that, like their Mima, or grandma or whatever. I don't know. I don't use Mima, so I don't know what that's going on. But I feel like they feel like they have some of the gift that like their grandma had. I don't know if they would call them Mima, but it just feels like that it's that type of thing where they would also want to tell you that they're like, I don't want you to think I'm crazy, but I really think I'm psychic, um, or that they know things and that they can feel things, and I've seen things. I feel like they haven't told a whole lot of people about it because they don't want people to think they're crazy. Um, yeah. Oh, well, there you go. So I feel like maybe they um, you know have hesitancy in talking about those things is what I feel coming through there. So I like it. I like it though. So that is what is coming through there. Um, and thank you for your additional donations. I really appreciate that very much. Yeah, I can imagine. Grandmama. Right. And I don't think so Valerie, I don't think I've received any donation. Let me just refresh PayPal. Cuz you never know, you never know. I'll double check there. And if not, then I will continue on with the free readings here. Okay. No, I don't see anything there. All right. So again, thank you so very much for your donations. Love. All right. And we had left off with the Dollface Diva. So let's take a look here. Messages from Spirit. Oh my gosh. Cards flying everywhere. That's the thing about new cards. They definitely have slipperiness. Well, I like this here for you, Dollface Diva, because you've got the King and the Queen of Pentacles. So you have divine counterparts coming in here. So wonderful foundation of the outside world here. Abundance, new birth, really seeing worth in relationship to the outside world. Very strong ways, but I do feel like you have a solid grounding, earthy type of individual coming into your life. Someone who just it feels like such a great fit. Like, I feel like you like doing the same things, have a lot of the same background, because of being divine counterparts there, it's not opposites attract in here, it's like similarities attract in this one. Sorry, I'm gonna close my blinds here. So I really like this coming in here for you. Feels very, grounded, very earthy with those energies. So it feels like a very solid type of interaction. It can be romantic. Definitely friendship, a bond. It's just someone who gets you. And I like this introduction. Whoever this is, it just feels very strong, of course. And so they're like saying, yes, this is, it is a divine appointment. It is someone coming in on purpose for a purpose. And it just feels like, you know, childhood friends. I don't necessarily feel like it has to be, but that's the feel around it. It's just like we grew up in the same neighborhood, maybe not in the same city, but like you guys grew up in the same neighborhood, went to the same type of schools, did the same type of stuff. You're just like, this is uncanny. This is kind of getting weird. But I like it. It's a very strong connection. And that's what's coming in there. So many, many blessings to you there. All right. And always, Victor, I know you paid here for one. Yeah, so yours was specific around your projects. So your free one, you wanted an oracle message from your angels. And I feel like we're going to pull here from your higher self oracle. So let's take a look here and see what your higher self and all that posse of support around you wants you to know. All right. We've got the pause. So pause. And there's a quote from Eddie Hillisum which says, sometimes the most important thing in a whole day is the rest we take between two deep breaths. And it says you're doing too much and it's time to take a break from your busy schedule. If you've been feeling overwhelmed, tired, or irritable from all of life's demands, then it's time for some downtime. Don't worry, your higher self assures you everything will still get completed, but it is difficult to give from an empty well. We can understand that, right? Your higher self is asking you to put yourself first, rest, and recharge your batteries. If it is possible to take a mini vacation, then by all means do so without guilt. However, if you're unable to get away, then find other ways to treat yourself. Consider a spa day, a massage, or some form of healing to unwind. Even a staycation will do you good. Sleep in, read a book, or watch a movie to relax. Take care of your body and mind by giving it a time out. Play healing music that will help clear your energy and remove unwanted debris from your spirit body. Additionally, your higher self is requesting that you consider making time to meditate in a sacred space to revitalize your spirit. Find a guided meditation to help you clear your chakras, to remove any blocks or unwanted debris that may be weighing you down. And if you feel you do not have time to relax, then you need it more than ever. Your higher self reminds you that the mind, body, and spirit require balance, and wellness involves taking regular breaks to maintain your health holistically. So that is what they have for you. I like that message for you. Always victory. So many, many blessings to you. And we'll continue moving down the list here. Oh, and always victory. So I just gave you that one, and then thank you for your additional donation here. And you're like an oracle and tarot advice on spiritually healing your physical body and your chakras. Oh, that's too funny. So we'll get you some additional advice. Pause. I think pausing, a staycation, a mini vacation. I like these ideas for you. It's too funny. Yeah, and I don't see, because it's so far down, I have to scroll down to the bottom, see if anyone's donated, so I didn't even see your question till right now when I was scrolling down. So, well, there we go. Well, that is some of it, and then let's see what else they have here, for you as well. Alright, we do like that. And let's see here, I feel like pulling from the path of the soul destiny for you two here, since we pulled a higher self card for you. Oh, it just cracks me up. So, of course, these are, the spiritual ink blot test. So, here is what you see. You get to see here. I'll zoom in here so you can see a little clearer, maybe. Maybe. There it goes. It is card number 31. Joyous is the name of this one, and it says the colors of pink and green signify the opening of the heart chakra. Didn't you just say chakra? Yeah. Opening of the heart chakra to deeper and more profound joy. Embrace this shift occurring within you. And as you do, allow for that childlike wonder and amazement to fill every part of your being. You deserve to feel the bliss and happiness. You've done the work. You have made the effort. Now it is time to simply enjoy all that life has to offer. So that goes right in with, this, card two, the pause card. I mean, I just feel like and it's, here's the chakras too. um, Higher heart chakra, the green chakra. So, yeah, yeah, definitely. Um, so, you feel that draw for those. And I like, here's the ending of old cycles, beginning of new, like a new world. It starts off on a new adventure, a new vacate, like a new adventure, definitely there, um, coming in. And here's this more of the Hierophant inviting you deeper into yourself to find more and more your capital T truth of who you want to be and what you want to do, leaving behind your old emotions and thoughts and beliefs and mindsets that don't serve you anymore, that have kept you from moving forward and doing things, but really stepping into the truth of who you are, letting go, with that world card of the old ways, the old thinking, because that takes you into the full card, which is all about adventures without expectations. So I like it if you're able to take a vacation or a staycation. Definitely everything that came through in that higher self card is so perfect for doing all that because it's saying that you deserve it. You've been working too hard or you've been working very hard. And now you deserve a break. You deserve a rest. You deserve to treat yourself. And so I like that for you as well. So I love it. I love it. They are speaking to you today for sure. Last couple days, right? All right. So that is what they have for you. Always victory. So many blessings to you. And again, thank you for your donation. I greatly appreciate that. And Intuitive Enlightenment Tarot, thank you so much for your donation. And absolutely. And did you have a question for me today? Intuitive? Was it up above maybe? I can double check here. No, no. So you're just blessing me with the donation. You were so thank you so much. Love you, sister. All right. So Cherry Sugar. Um, you would like guidance, some more guidance. Okay, absolutely. And thank you for your donations. Let's take a look here and see what else they'd like you to know today. All right. So 2, 2, and 3. Let's see what they've got here. Got this very balancing energy here. You got the 6 of Pentacles with the balance. I mean, literally the balancing scales here, but the 4 swords, peace of mind, balancing of your mind as well. So there's definitely this nudge for balancing of mind and the outside world. It's like I feel like there's just this calmness that they're urging here for you. Let me see what these others are here. Yeah. So another 6. So another balancing of energy. So you've got balancing of thought, balancing of the outside world, and balancing of energies. And we have this Ace of Swords, seeing things from a higher perspective, seeing things from a place of unconditional love where you're able to cut away, this is what you're sleeping on here, this Ace of Swords. That's what helps bring in the peace of mind, is connecting to this higher knowledge more and more and more so. So I feel like there's this flow that's happening here for you, which I know that you've been feeling and I like this. Let me see what these other 3 cards are here. Um, yeah. So definitely some transformation because with all of these swords, I mean, you've got the 10 here, and then you've got I'm sorry, the Ace of Swords here. So you got the endings and the new beginnings around thoughts and beliefs and mindsets. And I feel like you've been clearing away these, trying to please people. You're really looking at all of people's opinions that they keep telling you that supposed to and should and need to and have to and must. And there's this cutting away, cut, right? And I like it because they're not dead, they're just exhausted. And we do get to a point where we're just like, I'm sick and tired of being exhausted and, sick and tired of feeling sick and tired. And then here comes in, the Ace of Swords here allows you to bring a rest. And here you are, sleeping gently here. And expectations are just a memory, a poster you have on the wall of like, yeah, I remember when I used to exhaust myself trying to live up to everyone's expectations. And a good reminder every once in a while is good to go, oh, yeah, that's why I'm feeling this anxiety or this, exhaustion is because I'm trying to please everyone. And part of the balancing here too with this 6 of Pentacles is because this is what you were transforming out of, right? I feel like a lot of this is spirit showing you that look at the progress you've done. And there might be just a few little things, you've cleaned out the huge rooms full of these old beliefs that we've been given, but there's still some stuff on the floor you can sweep up and then mop, and maybe you need to repaint the room. There's still some little bit of maintenance that can be done on it, but you've done a lot of the heavy lifting. Because this is like these feelings of being left out in the cold, being left behind, abandoned, um, and like lack. But you've really moved and transformed a lot of that to be in this place of the Six of Pentacles. So I just feel like there's been this journey, and you've stopped relying so much on man to bring you your sustenance. And you've been building this trusting relationship with the creator and with spirit, knowing that they're the ones that truly bring you what you need. That if you are depending upon humans to bring you what you need, well, they are fickle. And when the human characters go into fight or flight mode, we will rip the carpet right up from underneath you, because we go into fight or flight mode in self preservation. And I need all my stuff for me, and I can't share it with you. So that's what comes in there. And then I really like here, don't forget your vacation. The Two of Cups is awaiting you. Don't forget, search for that place. Search for that place. It's the journey. It's the I like the scavenger hunt. It's just like, where's that place? Where's this Kuan Yin temple? I started to look, but then I had to go to the hospital to pick you know, oh, yay! I'm so happy, Bree. Thank you for letting me know. Um, but yeah, so I needed to run off to the hospital to pick up our host. She's home, yay! Um, But definitely, that Two of Cups is they're just reminding me of your retreat to the Kuan Yin Temple bathhouse, a hot spring cherry blossom temple uh, place. So make sure to do that. That's their guidance. I don't know. Oh, and Kuan Yin is called something different. Um, I think where you're at. Let me see here. Did I save that? Because I started to see something and I'm like, "Oh, they call you asked chatbot, but, yeah, well, maybe I saved it on my computer here instead. Was it on here? Was it on here? I'm not sure, but it's called something different, in Japan. Um, so if you look at Kuan Yin, uh, in Japan, you'll see it. So, but that's what they have for you there. So many blessings to you again. Thank you for that donation. I see you're asking another one, but Nuza Miranda has one in between, so I'm jumping to them. Thank you so much, Nuza, for your donation. And you want to know, Ryan has been ringing you lately. What does he want? What does Ryan want? Let's take a look here. Okay, what else? Oh, interesting. So they wanted to give you a gentle creature card here with these other so let's take a look here and see what we've got. Oh, looks like they're going to make you some sort of offer. Just going to try to zero in a little because I love their artistry here. Let's see if we can get to stay. There it goes. They're offering you some of their hair. I don't know what's going on here. You're like, no, thank you. Let's see here. So, our two friends and this card have taken a moment to meet under the full moon, and the soft glow lights up the forest. There is an ambiance of quiet that allows our gentle creature to be fully engaged in accepting the gift his young friend has offered. It may be a handful of random green things to someone else, but to her it is something she chose with great care. Or her friend understands that. The gift for them is not what is in their hands, but what is in their heart of the small one looking up at them. They are both grateful for one another. Honoring one another with their full attention is another gift given in this space between companions. Have you given this to another recently? Do you need more of this in your life? The present is here, so focus on the air around you. Smell the scents, see the sights, hear the sounds. If you offer yourself up to each moment as a gift, you will learn that the beauty of being present in the moment. What requires your presence? Perhaps it is time to turn off all other things to spend time with someone who needs your undivided attention. Yeah. Well, it feels like he wants to give you a gift of something, but it says here, you know, perhaps it's time to turn off all other things to spend time with someone he needs your undivided attention. So I feel like, yeah, let me see what your uh-oh, what your tarot cards say here. So it's like they've been looking at things from a different perspective and they've been going through a transformation. We have the 6 of Cups, which does have to be, I don't know how long you've known them, but it does feel like there's this either past life connection, or you've known them previously in this lifetime, or both. But I just feel like there's this connection that they feel. And we've got the 4 of Wands. I don't know if they're going to ask you to marry them. It's the marriage card or celebration or joy, but maybe they want to invite you to something. They want you to go with them to a gathering, to a party kind of thing here. So, and I feel like they want your undivided attention, and they want you to be able to go with them to an event. It feels like, but I like it. I feel like they are contacting you because they do wanna hang out with you, and they do wanna do something, and perhaps they do need you to go with them somewhere. Uh, yeah. Oh, that's really good, yeah. So, undivided attention, and, I like that. Yeah. So definitely, um, I feel like you bring them joy, you bring them this balanced energy too, because this is a joy and celebration card, so I feel like they're ready. Yeah, I would agree that they're ready, um, to, have some of your energy. I feel like you uplift him, and that's an important thing for him. I don't feel like he was ready to be uplifted or to talk about things, but now he is, so I like that. So very, very positive, things there, Nusa. So, I like it. Many blessings to you, and, I like it. So, again, thank you so much for your donation. I really, really appreciate you. All right. Very good. Very good. All right. Cherry, a couple more donations. You are very welcome. All right. So let's take a look here. Thank you so much, Jerry. So you want to know, are you supposed to find that place on the internet and go later, or will you just go there someday no matter what without knowing that place before? Um, yeah, let's take a look here. I'll pull cards. I feel intuitively. Um, yeah, I feel like you pursue this, and I feel like it's a place that you're going to either you learn something or you're there for a treatment, like for the healing waters or for the experience, or because spirit is going, go. Yeah. So here's you, two twos, which is all about you're finding it, you're doing the searching here. It's almost like you're closing your eyes and throwing darts at a dartboard. Where is it? But I feel like you are doing the searching here. Yeah. So here's the Hierophant, which is the inner search, the inner truth search, and not fearing, let the fears go. These are the expectations. It's let it be an adventure, let it be a search, let it be a journey, with it here too. Close your eyes and open your heart. to find, to find it there. Yeah, and I see like you find it here because you do have, yeah. Here's the King of Pentacles, which is abundance and success and finding it. And I know I told you it's up on a mountain, and it is because here's someone up on the mountains, um, and finding it there. So I do feel it's a mountain thing, and you do find it. You search for it. It's like this scavenger hunt that they want to take you on. They want to do something to kind of stretch your abilities, stretch your limits, and that's why they've been bringing it like nonstop. You said like 100 times in your dreams, right? So they're definitely bringing it in because they want you to, pursue it and look for it. And what will happen to you? What will hit your brain making you go there? Oh, okay. Let's take a look here. Probably spirit not leaving you alone. You're like, fine, I'll go. Just quit having me dream about it. Okay. Yeah, I see here. Yeah. Yeah. So, the 8 of Pentacles is about doing the work and movement. So, I'm not sure if you are in a job where it takes you, but I feel like this is you working on, and I said like you might be going there to learn something, and so there might be something that's taught there that you're going to go learn it, like a new type of energy work, a new type of like a modality that you're going to use for your purposes. So I think if we've talked about like your spiritual gifts, I feel like there's something offered, a class, or there's a guru, someone that teaches something that you're interested in, and that's what draws you there. Because the 8 of Pentacles is about doing the work, and so I feel like you're drawn there to do the work. And you've got the 8. Here's another 8 coming in here. Do you have another 8? No. Um, so you have the 8 of Cups, which is leaving emotions and stuff behind, and you're allowing yourself to head towards a dream. So again, here you're headed up into the mountains, and here's this journey you're planning, to do this. So it's definitely something that's drawing you there here because it's a modality that you are wanting to learn. And I don't know if you're looking into like accessing like your Akashic records or doing energy work, something along those lines, but you're like, what will happen? What's making you go there? Here's your spiritual posse here. And it's literally like I was talking about, their joy, their celebration, but they're bringing it up over and over and over and over and over in your dreams to have you nudge to go there and to pursue it, right? And here is the pursuit. Here's the movement of emotion. You've got a couple cards of movement of emotion here. So, it's definitely emotional energy, movement of energy work possibly. But I just feel like it's such an important thing because like we said, you meet like um there at the resort, and because and there's that 3 of Cups again. Didn't we say that you were going to meet like a tribe of like 2 people, and one of them you end up falling in love with? But there's like the 3 of you, right? Two, and it draws you there. But I like it because I feel like maybe you do a class, and maybe it's energy work. I don't know why they keep on coming back to energy work, but like if it's energy work, they have you split off into little groups. And it happens to be you 3 that get split off together. And so you do energy work on each other, or you learn, or whatever together. And then so you feel comfortable with them. And then that's when you guys go there. You're like, hey, you want to go to dinner with us too? And they're like, yeah, let's do that. And then you guys have great conversations, and it's purely innocent, and you're all like learning the same kind of thing. But I feel now with they're showing me that 8 of Pentacles that it's drawn you there to learn a new spiritual modality that you want to do with your life, that you want to help people with, right? So I feel like that is what is coming through right now for that. So hopefully that brings a little more clarity around it, and we will find it. But I feel like it's your journey. It's part of the journey of finding it. But it was going to be here in the summer, wasn't it? If I remember. So that's what they have for you, Cherry. Enjoy the adventure. Thank you for all your donations too. I really appreciate all those. Okay. So we're at 2 hours and 20 minutes. So let me jump back here and thank you guys again for all your donations and all your love and support. And we left off with LA. LA. Hello, hello. So what would be the outcome if you decide to reach out to your dad since you haven't spoken in a while? All right, let's take a look here. Yeah, I know, right? Uh-oh. Well, you have the Two of Wands, which does tell you whatever your energy you focus on is how it would unfold. It would Your energy going into it would really determine whether it ends up in an argument and differing in opinions and any kind of conflict. Um, or if it would be something very flowing, because whatever if we focus on our fears, then oh my gosh, that's what's going to happen there, right? But if we focus on unconditional love and joy and laughter and peace, that energy, it's what we draw in. The energy that we go into an interaction with is so powerful, and it is within our hands. So the outcome can be positive. They're saying it's in your hands. There's not a destined outcome. There It could go either way, but it's whatever you focus on. And if you go in with it in a positive, loving, energetic way with not fears, then it would end up being something, very matching that energy level. Where if we go in with fear, there's going to be some fearful energy that comes in instead. So that's what they have. They're not giving an exact outcome of what choice is made because the choice has not been made yet, right? Because you haven't made it. I like it. All right, so that's what we have for you, LA. Thank you for your patience. And Shane, you'll be the next free reading coming up here. And Cherry, you made another donation. Thank you so much. Um, it's like it made you more confused. Oh no. So you used to dream of losing your teeth for 6 years and 6 months ago. You're about to lose it all due to extreme sickness. Now you're searching for a place in your dream. Why don't you do another? What place will I meet my spouse? And I'll connect the dots if spirit reveals more. Okay. I feel like spirits are playing with you. Oh, they used to play with you in your dream. Now they're playing in the physical world. No. Well, they are sassy and they enjoy things, but it's all for our highest experience. So they're not like, playing games with us. Um, they're more laughing with us, not at us. All right, so let's take a look here. So you want to know, what place will you meet your spouse? Let's see what else they have here for you. All right. So you do have, again, there's all this energy that's coming in here. So, we've got the King of Wands here, which is about them really, looking into the managing their Ace of Wands, and again, this just shows me here energy work. We've got the Five of Wands here, which is transforming fearful energies and different energies and bringing it into something that is like, you know, something more of love and more of peace. So there's all this managing energy here. It's kind of entrepreneurish too, But all of these would represent, that energy work that we were talking about. Oh, okay. Well, all this Ace of Wands is like a new passion, a new something that's of interest. So that's why we were looking at it there. There's also here, emotional release here. Again, another five. So these fives that are coming in here are like there's this way of transformation. Five is the number of change, and so I just feel like there's this where you meet them does have to do with this coming in so strongly for me here because you've got the um, ending of old cycles, new beginnings, helping people uh, transform their worlds, and with all these two fives as well, it's like they're transforming energy, transforming emotional energy, like emotional release. And we've got the king of swords, which is they rule over air, but they all are given a second portion of air, and which would represent higher education too, more information, seeing, gaining more wisdom and awareness from up above. So this would be like education coming in. And you got Mother Nature, Mother Nurture too, that's coming in here. New beginnings, new harvest, new worth, looking at yourself here. So you know, and this is Mother Nature, Mother Nurture, out in nature. So where do I meet them? Out in nature, up away in the mountains, up in the mountains. Are these cherry blossoms? No, I'm just kidding. But I feel like it's the same message coming in here. Here, I'm gonna pull a lover's oracle here. No, I feel like it's more spiritually based. I just feel like it's helping people heal emotionally, energetically. It can be meridians, it can be acupuncture, it can be, healing chakras, it could be Reiki, it could be Qigong, it can be, anything there. So you got this card here, kissing the tree. And it says, let's see what it says here in a sec here. I'll let you see it first. And it says, give thanks for the blessings of love soon to come your way. Know that you deserve to be and have all that your heart truly desires. So it is coming your way. But yeah. I know you're like, I don't know. I just feel like there's this life purpose, for you. Um, that there's this different and I don't know if you've gone into learning spiritual modalities and that type of thing. I just feel like you have this gift of helping people transform their lives with these all these fives in this world card here, and the higher education and the nurturing and the wands, energy work, energy work, energy work. But so hopefully it will unfold and make more sense here. Um, but I keep on getting the same messages with these cards here. I don't I'm not getting like a different path on how that unfolds there. So sorry, Cherry. I'm sorry. I went, I'm just, talk to your guides. They're the ones that are bringing all that in, right? All right. Um, I don't know. I don't know what to tell you. And yeah, I don't. I'm not. They're not giving me any other, um, types of things coming through. I know, because you even had even like the Ace of Pentacles when you look through the gate, they're taking on a gate up to the mountains. They keep on just, showing me, and then the Page of Swords, new education, new higher education spirits are playing. Or maybe it's just a matter of stepping back and opening our mind and heart, right? Because if we're not seeing it, then maybe we're not quieting ourselves enough to see it, right? Because I trust me, I know it took me a long time for me to shut up and listen. And I'd be like, "What are you trying to say?" And they're like, "Well, if you'll just step back, let it all sink in, allow it to unfold, you know, calm, calm, breathe, come back and be still and just listen and see what comes because I feel like they will. I don't feel like they're playing. I feel like they're guiding you, but I just feel like there's so much going on or something that it doesn't feel like it's sinking in. It feels like it's just going in one ear and out the other. Just right now, it just and it can be, but, um but we shall see, we shall see. Alright, so thank you again for your donations. I'm gonna go back here, and since I'm at 2.5 hours, I'm going to speed up the free readings and go into a lightning round where I pull 1 card, readings, and we'll, try to get through as many as I can here. So we left off with you, Shane, and you've been told someone is coming towards you this weekend. Is it R? You've got the 6 of Cups here. So if there's someone from your past, like that, even if you feel like you have a past life connection with them, I just feel like it's a very familiar feel to it, and very playful energy too. If this is them, I just feel it's someone, not childish but childlike, and they really, maybe they're a fire sign, Leo, Aries, Sagittarius. But I feel like there's this, you know, connection that feels like you've known them before. Even if you've known before in this lifetime, it just feels like you know them from a long time ago. If this is them, then that is them. If that's not our, then it's someone else. Because this is like a feeling like you've known someone for a very long time, like lifetimes type of feel to it. So that's what's coming in, Shane. Hopefully that makes sense there. So many blessings to you. All right. And Julia, hello, hello. You like a love reading for the month of July? Absolutely. Oh, for July. Ooh, ho, ho. Well, you've got some fiery, passionate energy coming in, fast and furious here. So there definitely is some energy coming in for you. Passion, passion, passion. A lot of wonderful new energy coming in the month of July. So I do like that. I feel like things are sparking, which is what you're wanting, right? So it's very positive. I like that for you, Julia. So that's what they have for you right now. So many blessings to you. All right. Okay, and we answered those. We answered those. All right, Empress Beauty. So, any important messages for you? Let's take a look here. You have the Six of Swords, which represents a changing of mindset from old ways of thinking to new ways of thinking, moving from choppy waters to calmer waters. And with this change of thought and belief, I feel like you've been letting some things go, which is allowing you to move forward in some things. But I feel like these thoughts are spilling out into the physical world, and this movement of thought is actually creating some movement in your outside world. It could be movement in relationship, it could be movement in job or location, but I definitely feel like some things are clicking where you're like, what am I afraid of? Why don't I go for this? Or why don't I move that there? Or why don't I leave this relationship? Or, or why don't I, invest in this relationship. There's this movement definitely coming in here and it's flowing, and I like it for you. So I feel like the important message is, um, realize the fears you're letting go, and that it's okay to take the action. What are you waiting for? Let's do it. Let's do it. So I feel like you're being nudged. All right. So I like those, and we answered all of those. And lovely, lovey. Hello, hello. Sir Zen. You're funny. An energy reading on LP. Wow. So they do have this feeling of overflowing joy and celebration and emotion. I like this for them. I feel like they've really have this ability to just fill up with love and overflow. Very joyful, very vibrant individual. They do. I feel like they're on this quest to find a happily ever after. Um, they might be a Pisces because I feel they're I can say this because I have a ton of Pisces in my chart. Uh, they feel kind of dreamy, like they're like this happily ever after, and you're like, "Mm, it's nice to have dreams. It's nice to have dreams." But being realistic is important too. One foot on the earth and one foot in the heavens or in the dream world, right? But I like it. I like it for them because I feel like they're not like too way out there on something unreasonable. But I feel like they do have a big dream of feeling like happily ever after, and they have a desire for that. So that's the kind of energy that I feel is coming in there. So many, many blessings to you, Lovey. That's what they have for you. Hey, Toby. And you'd like a reading for you regarding job search. All right, let's take a look here and see what we've got coming in here. So we've got the Five of Cups here, and this is okay. It's okay for you to mourn over the jobs that you lost or not getting here. But there is this transformation, and the something that we learn through our experiences of job searching, of course, is that we have this power of choice. We can go into any interview, any experience, realizing we're the ones that get to choose what something means, what story we're applying to it, but also what emotion we're going to feel as we go through it and what energy we want to invest in it. And the Five of Cups is going, you know what? I almost feel, well, I don't almost feel, what I feel they're telling me here is the Three Cups are old jobs. And it's like, yeah, these weren't fulfilling for you. There's this opportunity of two different jobs that are available. And these are something more that make your heart sing, something outside of your norm. So I like that not, going with the normal stuff, like unclicking or clicking more options on that job search engine of doing things, right? Of going, not just customer service and sales or whatever we've done in our past, right? But I'm going to click these two. These are interests of me, or delete all of the little boxes and see what all is available out there and see what attracts you, because I feel like they're saying it's time to do something different, doing the same old, bleh. I feel like they're saying it's time for some newness coming in. So that's what's coming in there, Toby. So many, many blessings to you. Enjoy the job search. All right. Let's see. Did those. We did those. We did those and those. All right. Okay, we did those. All right. And Valerie, we never did get your donation. I don't see a question from you either. All right, Ms. P, there you are. Any blessings this week coming your way? Let's take a look here and see what they have here. Wow, I like this emotional choice coming in here. It's almost like there's like a variety of different things that are happening, and that I like this power of choice coming in. You have all this stuff, and you can choose to consider each and every one of them a blessing if you wish. I love this power of choice energy that Spirit's bringing in right now for you, because it's like There's blessings every second. Do we recognize them though? And I feel like you're learning to recognize so many different blessings. Maybe there's one a day because there's seven, right? So I like this. They're saying you have a ton of blessings. You have a blessing every single day. Now, will you identify it, right? So that's your assignment. They're giving you a homework assignment for this week. Every day, find something that was a blessing, and either write it down or put it in your phone or something. But they're like, celebrate each of the blessings because you have a blessing every single day. But it's a matter of what story are you putting to it. Can you find the blessing, at least one a day, and extra bonus points if you find more? I like it. So that's what they have for you. So many blessings to you. All right. All right. Very good. Then we had all those. All right. Actually, I think that is all of them that I've had here now. So, before we close down the session, of course, we always want to make sure everyone knows about the weekly giveaway that I have. And here is the link to this. Every Tuesday, I put out a video announcing what I'm giving away the following Monday. And it tells you how you can get into the drawing and any other giveaway news. I'll be giving away two 30-minute person recorded readings. So if you're interested in getting into that drawing, be sure to check that out. And then also, every month I do put out monthly readings for each individual zodiac sign. So Joyous June is what I'm calling it. And there's the playlist for that. And then we also put out at least one pick a card reading per week. And this week's was Who is Thinking About You? And What Are They Thinking About You? They also included. So that's good. Um, and I have a lot of other pick a cards on my main page and some other free content. So if you're interested in hearing more from Spirit, be sure to check those out. I shall return tomorrow. Now, we do have a doctor's appointment in the morning, so I'm not sure if I'm going to go on extra early or if I'm going to come in after we're back. I'm thinking I'm leaning more towards I might start later tomorrow than normal. So normally I'm on at 11 a.m. in the morning, but I might be on more like 12:30, 1 o'clock in the afternoon. Um, because that way I don't have to cut off and rush off to an appointment if spirit starts to go. So I think I'm going to lean more towards that. So I might be late in the morning. I'll probably post something on my main social page too. So hey, lovey. Um, so we shall see. We shall see. And but I will be on tomorrow. It'll just be later. And then on Sunday, I should be back at 11 a.m. Mountain in the morning. And then, of course, I'm here every night, Wednesday through Sunday night at 7 p.m. Mountain Time. So thank you guys so much for all your love, all your support, all the thumbs up. It really helps spread the Zen love. So thank you for being part of the love tsunami. And I just am blown away by your thirst and hunger from hearing from Spirit. And definitely appreciate all the love, all the support. And please know as you're going throughout each and every second of every day of your life that you are unconditionally loved by the Mother and the Father of all things. And of course, I love you too. So until I see you guys again, it's Pisces. Much love to you. You crack me up. I know. Bingo. Hey, I have 5 planets in Pisces. They can be awesome. uh, Too funny. But anyway, but much love to you guys. You guys hang in there, take care, and we'll see you soon. Have a great rest of your day or night, wherever you're out in the world, and we'll see you.